Stop! Stop! No! Ah! Like a phoenix rising!
Like a phoenix rising!
This is not the right time to stop working! Come on! Alright guys, welcome back to the show. You know, we had so many crashes last time, but we have fixed that. So as you see behind me now, this is the Phoenix Rising, and today it will rise from the ashes. So stick around for another episode of Space Engineers. Okay, so you catch me up here on the flight deck of La Casita Blanca. We have been doing too many episodes of the Phoenix Rising already, so today we're just going to print him in and we're going to let Bob handle it. You can see on 1 and 2 that both my bulbs are now off, but we do like this. And we have the Phoenix Rising up here. I made a quick little, normal printing setup. Bob is not a very quick printing setup, so we might end up assisting him a little bit with the unfortunate sequence of events. But yeah, and also we'll have to attach the subgrids, because I haven't done that mod thingamabob where you can print or project subgrids direct. So I've installed a couple of new mods. First of all is the no lighting damage, because we've reintroduced weather, which I think is a really cool concept, but I can't stand the lightning damage. It's just annoying. I don't think it adds anything. And also the paint gun mod, like I probably told you in the last episode, it's just fantastic. All of a sudden painting blocks, or painting blocks and making sure you have the correct colors in Space Engineers is now fun. And to be honest, with the vanilla version of the painting, it's just it's no fun. So yeah. And bringing in a ship, printing in a ship using Bob, it's not quick, so we may end up giving him some assistance using the unfortunate sequence of events, but we'll have to see about that. And I don't know if I said it already, but the subgrids, like the thrusters back here and the wheels, will have to be added on manually, because I don't have that mod that fixes that. So yeah, let's engage that one and see if it reaches. See, is it a different Bob, or is that... Well, this is allow build, and that is toggle okay. So yeah, both needs to be on, and now we should see Bob start building our blocks here. And yeah, well, while we're watching this and before I start speeding it up, I am no longer on my brand spanking new PC anymore. It turned out there was some RAM issues, some memory problems with it. I tried doing whatever I could to alleviate the problems. I'm not going to go into that, but to make a long story short, I believe there's actually the motherboard has actually been damaged. So I've sent it back, and I hope the company will kind of honor what they've done and fix it. But for now we are recording and playing in 1080, which still looks amazing, I mean, compared to what we used to do on the laptop. So yeah, this is what we're going to have to live with for now, and I hope you enjoy it. So sit back and watch the Phoenix rise from the ashes. I'm missing already. I'm missing most of the things here. Let's go and see what the medium cargo container has. We don't need that much bulletproof glass, do we? So yeah, I see many YouTubers that, I mean, it's It's not that the YouTubers that you shoot better, but check this out. You know, the way I dock my ships, I have a rearwards facing camera and a rearwards facing remote control. So it's down there on number 8. I press 8 and 8 again for the camera. It's in the same spot. It gives me a rearward facing camera that is placed so that I can use it to easily fly down to the connector here using normal controls. I'm flying, like when I push forward now the ship goes backwards, right? Because the facing of that remote control, and the timer block is set up. Press 9, it disconnects, turns the batteries to recharge the whole thing above with no use of scripts, and it works so well. And I see so many people that have played the game for so long and they're not using this simple technique, which is just setting up that timer block for it. And yeah, I just can't figure out why, because it works so well. I know I talked about it in many episodes, but yeah. Jump. What is it? We're out of already. Large tubes, probably? No. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, this looks very good, and I believe there's a projector on board. If not, I have to put one in. There's no projector on it. Okay, that means I'm going to have to install a projector on this one, because yeah, it's just an oversight. We'll get that fixed. That's cut you loose, my friend. Probably should come pick that up. Yep, it's already doing it. So yeah, I'm going to have to get some ice into this one and catch you on the flip side. Alright, so I've added some ice to this thing. I've kind of overloaded it with ice. I went out with the prospector. I've added an extra thruster on the sides, you know, to make landing a bit more easy, or lining up for the landing a bit more easy. I felt it needed that. Let's see what we have here. Ice. Yeah, we're pretty chock-a-block full here with ice. This ship is not meant to produce its own hydrogen. It's meant to, yeah, basically keep one tank or as many tanks as we need to get from our Nameless Lake over to Lake Mesa, and that's all it needs to do, because the job of the Phoenix Rising is to be a hydrogen transport plane and to bring hydrogen back here. So yeah, that's what I've done. I haven't added the projector yet, I think. Let's check if I remember. No, it's not. So I'm going to add that projector, and then I'm going to show you, because we kind of crashed last time when I was showing you the timer block, yeah, for up and down with the gears and with these here clang machines back here. So yeah, I think I'm going to show you that. Let's just figure out where we want to put that projector. I mean, there's space up here, but there's plenty of space down here if I remember correctly, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we could just place one here somewhere. If you're not aware of it, the plus sign on this is up and the minus sign is forwards. So you can see now the plus is there, turn it up, just so that we have full transparency. I will use creative tools in my playthrough, and it's not to make things easier, I don't do that. It's because there are so many things that you need to fix, right, when you're doing a Let's Play, and you can't have the series be broken for yeah, basically errors in the game. So that's why I do that. And if there's anything that I copy in, I will of course tell you. It doesn't give me any pleasure in, you know, kind of cheating. So, but then again, there was another YouTuber. What was his name again? I'll try to remember it. He said that, like, I keep watching him and I make some quite awesome content, but he said, like, you can't cheat when you make the rules. Which I thought was pretty fun. I'm on my phone now checking. Just give it 2 seconds and I'll have it. Let's see. Ryodan Shipwright. I'll leave a link in the description and up in the corner if I remember. So I turned off Bob. Okay. The one problem though is that I never know how the projection is recorded, and I remember someone talking about it, but I don't remember how it was. So, projector 2, we will call you the Phoenix projector, and the blueprints that we will load for you is the Phoenix Rising. Okay, so there's 2. That's the local and that's the Steam. I understand. You can do key projection, and well, it needs to be flipped 180 degrees. Oh lord, is this good content? This is not good content. So we need to roll 180 degrees again. There. I need to bring you back. So about 1 back and 1 down at least. And yeah, that looks like we got it. So now the idea is, if we bring back Bob here, so like that, we should now be able to damage the block basically. Okay, so no. Is it because we're out of power? Batteries? Okay, so there's something fishy going on with the batteries. Let's see the engines. Fire up the engines then. No! Stop! Stop! No! Ah! Ah, it needs to go back. I didn't know that 2 blocks back, is that it? I didn't know that projection took that much power. And I also think I need to install... what is that script? I think it's one of Izzy's scripts that handles the kind of fire-ups the engines if we get below a certain percentage on the batteries. So 18, let's try 20. There. Okay. So that's it. Wonder if we got any artifacts from that, that mistake there. Oh, come on. Hello. There. Yeah. And whenever you're close to a bulb, it will fix it. Okay, these are unwanted parts. It looks like it's the only ones. So yeah, now let's take a look at these timer blocks. Alright, so the timer blocks. Okay, first of all, small grid. This is not small grid, this is the Phoenix rising. Like a phoenix rising. There you have it. Timers. Okay, so we have the last one I think I was talking about in the last episode was this one. It's the timer block landing gear. What this one does, it waits for 10 seconds, then it locks the hinges basically. That's all it does. And up and down, just have a 1 minute delay and then probably start it instead of triggering it. I heard that's better. It reverses the hinges, I think. Just it turns them on, then it reverses them. It's locked. No, it's not locked. So it unlocks them, then it reverses them, and then it starts the timer block. That waits for 10 seconds and then locks them. And the same thing I do for the VTOL thruster. So this is the VTOL thruster toggle, and this is the VTOL thruster hinge. So the delay here is set for 20 seconds because it's they are slower moving, so that we get forward speed. You can see it's the same thing. This one just locks the hinges, and so this one unlocks, reverses, and starts the other timer. So that's how that works. I have some spare timer blocks for whatever reason, and like I said, the way the ship is performing... Oh, I have problems with the mouse, why? Yeah, like I said, we only have small batteries here. I'm not going to say it's a design flaw. I wanted to have small batteries because I don't want to, you know, store a lot of power. And we're going to be carrying hydrogen anyway, but I need a script to fix that. And I believe, is it Izzy's docked ships that does this? So let's try to check that out. The Izzy solar alignment script kind of does that, but I don't think that is suitable for this. So I think we will try with Izzy ship refueler. So let's see if we can browse that script here. It's Izzy at least. So we have Izzy ship refueler. Let's see. So we'll set use reactors to false and use hydrogen to true. It can run till you're at 90. Okay, so let's check that code. Installation is successful. Can do ISR main. Okay, so there's more cool stuff to do there. Okay. Okay. 2 batteries. So let's see. We have the cockpit here. Let's see what of the screens do we want to use. The one on the left. Let's see if we can use that one, or the middle one maybe. The bottom center screen. Text and images. Could we do like this probably? Didn't really do it. It would be cool if they could run. The scripts could run instead of running in a programmable block, that it could run inside of one of the LCDs, because that's a more elegant solution to it now. But yeah, that didn't really give us anything, so I think we'll just do like this. Any hoozles? If you know if there's any way I can get this script to run on one of the smaller screens, yeah, do let me know. So yeah, there she be. I think we will take it for our first real test flight over to Lake Mesa. We'll try to do some things with the tanks, maybe to see how much. What I'm wondering is, like, how much hydrogen do I need to get from here to Lake Mesa? You know, that would be nice to know. Like, could I make it on just one small tank? I doubt it, but because basically we only want to retain as much hydrogen as we absolutely need in order to fly back to Lake Mesa to the ice miners that will be over there. So yeah, let's jump on board here. Ah, that's so cool! You can hear the engine starting up. So let's go through our startup sequence. This will of course be a VTOL takeoff. We quick save. I can promise you that. So we open up our air brakes. We turn on our braking thrusters. The wheels are locked, or the handbrake is on. It probably should be off. We engage our sideways thrusters. So let's just lower. Oh, that's increase, and 8 should be decrease. Yeah. We fire up the rear thrusters, and then we start increasing thrust. I always forget which is first. So first is the VTOL. So let's get the wheels up. I really like that feature. And we start boosting. So of course get the air brakes off. This is not the right time for the this is not the right time to stop working. Come on! I don't know if there's any. Let's check the gyros that we're not on override anymore. Do I have the easy? It's running, doing its thing. This is Lake Mesa. Get the air brakes up, start the backwards thrusters, make sure that we are not on, the handbrakes are not on. And the sideways thrusters, fire up the rear thrusters. Let's get the wheels in. And then start turning the VTOL thrusters around. And you know, initially I was thinking, you know, that there was no point in doing the scenic route. Oh, Mark, come on. Yeah, I'm always forgetting those. Oh yeah, take the wolves. I'm always forgetting the air brakes and the rear, the backwards facing thrusters, but yeah. Luckily we have enough juice to fix that, and we're going to take the scenic route up along the valley here and over the plains down to Lake Mesa. I really love this, you know, just flying this little route here. But first of all, with any hydrogen driven ship, let's try to reduce the amount of output that we're using. I think we can go all the way down to 48 kilonewtons. And you know, I'd like to keep a little bit of an let's see if it can lift us. So you can see the nose is a little bit up. Let's try to go even further down. It's 24, that's, you know, and we're losing a little bit there, so let's not try to pull it that close, but yeah. The scenic route over to Lake Mesa in the Phoenix Rising. For the first time in survival. Yeah. See that we're not screwing this up. Okay, let's increase the boost a little bit. Till we are up this valley and over this hill here. We should see the moon when we crest this hill. There. That's just fantastic. Head towards the moon means that we're heading towards Lake Mesa. dip a little bit below the horizon, like so. The ship is a little bit sluggish when it comes to rolling, but I don't know why. But check this out, check this out. How cool is this, you know? How cool is it, you know, instead of having the flying like this, you know, with the landing gears down. It's like sailing a ship with the fenders out, which is, no, it's just faux pas. So let's retract those wheels, and there we see Lake Mesa over these plains over here. I think they kind of look like mesas, that area around the plains around the lake, so that's why we're giving it that name. While we're moving in for landing here, let's get back into the cockpit, get our information back up, get those landing wheels out. We can just cut the power to the rear engines, we don't need that anymore, we'll drift in. And we've used hardly any hydrogen. And yeah, a perfect landing if I've ever seen one. We're at Lake Mesa. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about where I'm going with this series. So of course the Phoenix Rising is a hydrogen transport plane. We are using wings in order to use less hydrogen. What we want to do is bring hydrogen from Lake Mesa back to La Casita Blanca to power or to feed our energy needs when it comes to hydrogen, and that mainly is to fuel our ships and especially what we are sending to space. So that is the whole idea behind this. And I've designed a rover, a surface driving ice mining rover. It's more or less, the design is more or less complete. And we're going to make a heavy lifter, a small block heavy lifter. We're going to produce everything over at La Casita Blanca, and then we're going to airlift in the mining equipment basically. And also, I'm not sure if I want to make a base here or if I'm going to build another rover, preferably a small block as well, with a lot of large hydrogen tanks and a lot of H2O2 generators and cargo containers. And basically it will just be a mobile hydrogen production facility that the miner will unload its ice onto, and that the ship here, the Phoenix Rising, can connect to, fill its tanks, and then just fly back over to La Casita Blanca. So yeah, that is the plan for the near future. For those of you who'd like to share another of these fantastic space engineers nature experiences, you can tag along. But that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. And this takeoff will be a rolling one.
Right before their eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I know I made this plane a little bit harder to land than your average Space Engineers thing with thrust in all directions. But it's so much fun to fly this. It is really so much fun to fly. And also we need a hangar for this. And I thought, about drilling something here into the mountain here, connecting it up to the base, and the whole doohickey there, yeah.